border wall to plug in holes in gaps of areas where the construction stopped after the president took office?
Well, wall construction remains paused. There is a review underway, taking a look at the funds that had been allocated when the administration took office, as you know, but funds had been diverted from military construction projects and other purposes toward building the wall. That was not something we, of course, supported. There are some components of the wall that had already been allocated, the funding to continue building by Congress, so we're working within what is allowable. But our focus is not, we don't believe the wall is an answer. We have never believed the wall is an answer to addressing the challenges, immigration challenges at the border. That's why we're proposing an investments in smart security at the border, why we're driving what we see as 21st century solutions for border management, and why we believe we should build a functioning immigration system. There's a review underway of kind of where this funding had been allocated and not, but it's currently paused for the most part.
The president had said he wouldn't build one more foot of the wall, but you're saying some monies could still be used to fill in the gaps on construction on the
No, I'm saying that some had been allocated already. Previously, we're working within what our limitations are by law, but we have never believed that building more of a wall, the president doesn't believe, is a way to address our immigration challenges at the border.
Okay, and then a quick clarification on Special Envoy to the Northern Triangle, Ricardo Zuniga, who's in Guatemala, was there yesterday talking about this. He said that the White House is looking to create legal ways for Central American migrants to reach the U.S. Is that could you explain more on if you know what he was talking about? Is that what President Biden has talked about, allowing folks to apply for asylum in their home countries, or are there other options being considered?
Well, more immediately, we've reinstituted the Central American Minors Program, which I would think he is likely referring to, which when it was stopped in 2017, there were about 3,000 kids who could have applied. I don't have an updated number on how many might be eligible now. That's one piece, so that kids can apply from country and won't take the treacherous journey. But we also believe that there needs to be reforms to the whole process, make it more efficient, more effective in terms of when children come to the border. That's part of what we want to discuss through legislation. So he could have also been referring more broadly to the longer term changes that need to take place. But more immediately, there, of course, is the Central American Minors Program. Go ahead, Mario.
Thanks, Jen. The UK variant of the virus is now the most common in the US. We're seeing things like outbreaks in high school sports. Does the White House consider that to be more dangerous for schools and kids? And also, what does that mean for the goal of reopening schools?
Well, in terms of the impact of the variant, I would refer to our health and medical experts to give their assessment of that. We remain focused on and committed to our objective of reopening schools 5 days a week and having kids in school learning. We believe that the mitigation steps that have been put out by the CDC give a good guideline for doing exactly that. There was actually some data that was put out that is a little outdated, as these things sometimes go, because it's more from February, that showed that we are close to, even at the end of February, reaching that mark of 50% of schools open 5 days a week.